Taylor, like Jacksonville just felt like off. Even during when they were winning, it just felt like their potential wasn't really like evolving.
I think though what Joe just said is really ultimately what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That once you pay the quarterback, your window closes in terms of your roster flexibility. And more specifically, once you're off the rookie deal, I don't think Trevor Lawrence. I like Trevor Lawrence. I don't think he's good enough to overcome any deficiencies on the offensive end.
Especially with the idiots in the front office. Trent Baalke, baby.
And there we go, Jordan moment number one. Hell yeah, you did well today, Jordan. Only 8 minutes in, so I'm proud of you, Jordan. That's growth. But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, Joe, this Trevor Lawrence situation. Have we seen the team success with Trevor Lawrence at QB? Have we seen it peak maybe already?
I don't know that we've seen a peak, but this is why a bunch of those quarterback deals were harder to do after his deal. Because now that was the deal that says, oh, I'm definitely better than this guy. And so that's kind of like how some of these quarterback deals got a little bit harder to do. I imagine, Goff, Tua, Love, like these deals, like after the Trevor Lawrence deal. I imagine that conversation got a little more in depth, as far as those guys taking a stand and saying, "Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm at least better than this dude."
Exactly.
Like the conversation
Yep.
starts right there in Jacksonville.
Yep.
If you're giving me anything less than that, we got nothing to talk about. And if you're having that conversation, if you're saying that's the conversation, then that tells me that maybe we, as football fans, as people watching football, maybe we don't believe or have the faith that Jacksonville clearly has in them. But I think we all admit that deal had to get done, based on what other options they had outside of that. Like they weren't going to move on from him. Like they've literally built this team for him, at this point. So the option was either pay him or roll the dice on whatever retreads would be available after the fact, or franchise, which that number just keeps going up every offseason. So I don't know that we've peaked yet, but I just don't know how much they're going to be able to support him from this point moving forward. Now you have to pick and choose
Yep.
which one of those primary like positions are you going to choose to pay, and then trust Trent Baalke to draft the rest. That's what they're playing with right now.
And you know what we call that, Jordan? An impending clown show. That's what we call that, Jordan. Now,
Although
I didn't think
Duval already has a lot of clowns, so it's not surprising.
Jordan with the clown update. Now, I didn't think we'd talk about contract talk as much as we are. I personally love this. More on that in a moment. But first, we have a comment. This is from my favorite ultra mega supporter is E-Rock. I am new here. I was recommended to subscribe by my mega friend E-Rock. I'm assuming you're looking forward to the Elon
There's no way
conversation
Brady's doing
later
this right
with
now.
former President Trump. My favorite ultra mega supporter is E-Rock. May I recommend a shorter name? This will be very difficult.
This has to be a bit.
There's no way Brady is doing this right now.
How do we?
I love it.
How do we know it's Brady? It could be anyone. It could be anyone. Conceivably anyone.
Listen, Brady's petty meter is right up there with mine. That's 110% Brady. It's 110% Brady, and you could not convince me otherwise.
I don't know how E-Rock feels about this. I like it's a bit, and I don't want to get political. I think
It's definitely
Iraq
a
genuinely gets upset about this. I really do. So Iraq.
Oh
you
no,
need-
1,000%. That's why I know it's
he's getting
raining.
pissed.
That's why I know. Because his petty meter is toe to toe with mine.
Yeah. So yeah, tune in 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to the broadcast with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Anyway, moving on. I want to go down this contract talk, Joe and Jordan. I do. And why I started squeaking, I don't know.
That's the passion.
But,
Mhm.
well, some people call it puberty. But either way, moving on.
Well,
I don't subscribe to the belief that because, right? So you just said really beautifully why Jacksonville had to do what they did. I don't love that it's then a given that contract negotiations have to begin at a certain point. My favorite example to date is Deshaun Watson. No, you do not deserve a fully guaranteed deal. Just because one team had a situation, or in the case of the Browns, just because one team was stupid, does not mean that the rest have to follow suit. So it made sense for Jacksonville, but I think that this continual pushing of the meter, I think, is going to come back to bite the players sooner rather than later. That's just my take on it. Joe, your response, since you're the one that kind of prompted this, go ahead.
well, I think we can all agree that the quarterback is the primary position in the league. When it comes to MVP, 9 times out of 10, or 9.9 times out of 10, quarterbacks are at the top of the list, unless a running back or a wide receiver has like an otherworldly situation, like AP had that one year. Quarterback is the premier position. It's what sells the league. It's what the absolute necessary thing you have to have is a quarterback. So I don't know that as far as that particular position, that's gonna and I say that just now. What's going to make things interesting is that as the cap goes up and things of that nature, we're seeing $30 million a year wide receiver play. And why is that? Why do we see the growth of the wide receiver position? Why do we see the growth of the quarterback position? It's geared towards. That's why defense can barely cover people. They're going to attack pass interference, all those things of that nature. Those are purposely geared to pass. So I don't know how much
Wait,
that's
hang on, Joe.
going to change.
Hang on, Joe. Jordan, is it just me or is it Joe's audio?
Everything seems fine for me.
Okay, it might just be on my end. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
No, I was pretty much wrapping the thought. But I just, given that it's pretty much like a passing league at this point, that's kind of like where I'm at as far as that's concerned.
I heard a lot of what you said, and my favorite Ultra Mega supporter is Erox said, can't hear Joe right now. So, Jordan, I don't know what you were hearing. If it was the other.
Yeah, I could. Like, the others is fine for me. Like, it's just, I don't know. Just.
Yeah, maybe it's the other voices in your head. I don't know. But I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Joe, in terms of the QB is going to ultimately dictate the market for the QBs, especially. So you're stuck in rock in a hard place, depending on the situation. But go ahead, Jordan, and then we'll get to your world. We're gonna transfer.
Quarterback contracts are always going to increase. Like, it started with Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns being complete morons and giving him guaranteed money.
Yes.
Like, after he got suspended. Oh God.
And that was post massage parlor, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
God, that was hilarious. But it's going. But with this Trevor Lawrence contract, it's going to make everything more complicated. Like, you already saw it with Joe Burrow's contract. Like, it's gonna get higher. Like,
Yep. All right, I'm gonna be a critical friend now to the both of you. Oh my god. Whoever this is, my favorite mega supporter is E-Rock, is being extra petty today. Ask Jordan if he's still with Total Apex. Shout out to them and that glorious network.
Yeah. I'm mostly just writing for the fantasy. Like,
you are killing it on the fantasy end, my guy.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Jordan. My favorite Ultra Mega supporter is E-Rock. Just why? But anyway, I'm gonna be a critical friend to the both of you. This Trevor Lawrence thing is exactly what we're seeing play out with the Daniel Jones contract situation. This exact problem. The quarterback position is being it's now too overblown that Daniel Jones is getting what he's getting and demanding what he's demanding. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop.
Well, that's because they had no choice. That's because they had no choice that's because they had no choice. And also that happens when you decline a 5-year option.
Jordan, it all spells the same thing, besides a headache for you. Exactly. Yes, Jordan. Yes. Yes, Jordan. All right. We have to move on. Jordan, you did your homework assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, Dylan, E-Rock. Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert. E-Rock did. E-Rock, he only was able to give us his top division winner for some reason. We couldn't figure out how to do the rest. So shout out to E-Rock. But anyway, Jordan, you have the Colts winning it all from the AFC South. You still have the Houston Texans making a wild card, but you have the Colts winning it all and hosting a playoff game. Why do you have them over the Texans?
Texans have a first place schedule. It's going to be tough immediately for them. That and like I trust in these offense a little more because Shane Steichen did an amazing job with the limited play with Anthony Richardson that got injured and Gardner Minshew who was literally one bad pass away from making the playoffs. Like, I trust like that. Like it's that, and also Indiana and the Colts defense is really underrated. Like they are legitimately underrated. Like you got like they try to like tell Leto for their edge, Pretty Pay, DeForest Buckner, Kenny Moore and Blackman are back in the secondary. Like I think they're going to do solid work. I think the division is going to be a dog fight.
Yes,
I think it's a mixture. It's a mixture of. It's a mixture of the Colts are going to go like 10-7 and the Texans are going to go like. I think you're like the same record like a 9-8. Like they're going to go like 4-5. It's going to be a dogfight. So like. But yeah, like I have a lot of trust in the Colts right now. Like they just look like a much better. They look like a roster that could win the division right now.
Well, do you know how I know you're maybe not onto something, Jordan? Do you know how I know this? Because again, shout out to E-Rock. I was really hoping he'd be here for this, but it's all good. He has the Colts as his division leader as well, so that should be an indicator to you that you may not be onto something. And then we have a comment. E-Rock was very busy praying with his supreme leader Donald J. Trump. We can ask about 2-4 in the division later. Yeah, probably after the stream with Elon.
Might need to.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. I can't anymore. E-Rock, if you're listening, I got literally everyone understood that they had to give the division standings. How that translated in your mind to only giving the division winner, I have no idea. I was just beyond flabbergasted. I was beyond wanting to have a discussion about this, and then I was just waiting to hear, "Oh shoot, my bad. I thought you went." No. I'm done. I'm done. So anyway, shout out to you, Rock. Appreciate you, bud. Let's see what Dylan had. Dylan has the Texans, Jaguars, Colts, and Titans. He's really high on the Jaguars. I'm not.
I am not high on the Jaguars. I think they're probably going to like 7-10. But like,
Are you ready for this though? I do have the Jaguars. Oh, where is it? I do have the Jaguars being sneaky good in the sense that I think they'll be third, but I think they're gonna be hovering around.
Yeah.
Or not the Jaguars. Oh my God, the Titans. I'm so sorry. The Titans. But I don't believe in the Colts at all, and this is exactly like Santa Claus. And in this case, they aren't real. So this is why I have my AFC South the way that I do. But Joe, rebuttal to anything that you've seen up to this point, or do you want to answer who this Dylan dude is and the fact that my favorite Ultra Mega supporter is E-Rock has never seen him? Go ahead, take your pick.
I mean, since I'm looking at yours, I'll just take a peek here at yours. I think the Titans are still just with the brand new regime, with Brian Callahan over there now. I think there's going to be just like some growing pains there where I'm not like ready to advance them to like above where I have them. I think it's bold to have them in second here.
Thank you.
But what I do understand is that very rarely does like things just like stay the same as far as like the order within the division, unless you're like in a division with say the Chiefs or just perennial just dogs. So in a division like this that's going to be highly competitive, there should be an expectation that it should be mixed.
Yeah,
I would equate it to like what's the division, what is it, the NFC South that has like perennially a different conference champion. I would equate it to like that the AFC South, just based on how it's like presently constructed, I could see like a complete overhaul outside of like Houston being in the top two. Like that I feel very strongly about. I'm not mad at this. What I will say though, the Colts and last is a little disrespectful for me, and that's just based on what I've seen Chris Ballard do with his with drafting and just actually keeping the players that he has. I believe the Bucks did the same thing with them. A lot of extensions for them, keeping a lot of the core talent in house. I think there should be a growth there with the Colts. I think it's a pretty young team that I'm expecting a leap with their talent to give Houston a run for their money. So I can't see them being last.
Nay, my friend.
That and also you're way too high
sorry.
on the Titans. You're way too high on Will Levis and his Mayo addiction. I have no confidence in their defense.
I'm not even
confidence in Titans defense. Like
that man's got so many toys over there now.
That's true. Yes, Calvin Ridley. He's a great toy. But but like I said, I think Titans are going to be improved.
I don't love how you just said that at all.
They're going to be much better than 6 and 11. That's all I'm going to say.
That one marinated it for me. I got it though. I got to the same place. Needed the GPS there for a second, but I got there.
Exactly.
It's like Levis's arm.
We'll be right back. No. Let me defend my atrocious Colts take. I do believe in Anthony Richardson, as in I acknowledge his existence. I think his style of play is more likely to lend him being on IR again. And then we kind of see what happens after that for this Colts team. If you could give me a fully healthy Anthony Richardson, I would see that. Did you just invoke Wacko Flacco?
Yeah, dude, he's the backup. Took the Browns to the playoffs. I'd be comfortable with that.
Okay, so you both so you both, first of all, kidding aside, you both do believe. Oh my, I need to stop saying believe. I'm so sorry. You guys do like Anthony Richardson as a quarterback, and you would be comfortable with Wacko Flacco should he need to play, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's the couch commander, man.
Oh, well, when Jordan says it like that, I got to burn down my AFC South standings. Yeah, my bad, boys.
He said couch commander, bro. That's crazy. At least he's there from the beginning of training camp. Like, he literally just came in off the couch with the Browns. He's going to have a full training camp. Imagine he had a full training camp with the Browns, though, you know?
Yeah.
He might be one of those players like Ryan Fitzpatrick, who does worse with more prep. And I'm not even kidding.
Maybe it's better for him to be underprepared.
Exactly. He needs to wing it. I don't know if we should read these next comments. Until proven otherwise, we do assume that E-Rock is participating in drag with Donnie's buddy JD Vance. Well, we don't know that that's not the case.
Okay.
So maybe. Joe Flacco is overrated. I do like Wacko Flacco action. I do like Joe Flacco. I think eventually the magic has to run out. That's just me.
Exactly.
That's just me. What did in the playoffs was what he did. Oh my God, I can't read. I'm starting to read like Joe Biden now. What he did in the playoffs was humiliating.
The Browns were down to like a bunch of third string. They were heavily injured.
Yeah, I don't think we can hold that against Joe Flacco.
Exactly. And really also, don't. He's good in the short term, not the long term.
Yes.
So that's why they're hoping that Richardson
need
can be fully healthy.
From him. Yeah, he's not gonna not. He's not gonna play 4 plays. Not wood. He's not gonna play 4 plays like Aaron did. You know, give us half the season, and Flacco can go 4-4 the rest of the way and just sneak us in.
Yeah. Love how you're saying us, Joe. Hell yeah. And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, what about this Haason Reddick situation? We kind of buried the lead, but I'm okay with that. Mr. Jordan, you first. This story has been near and dear to your heart. Give us the latest, please.
Here's the thing. In past news, Haason Reddick literally said, "Yo, trade me, guys," and the Jets literally said, "Nah." That's a complete clown. That is literally going. That is not even a clown show. That's the whole damn circus. Jesus, like, it is bad. Like, this is why I don't trust the Jets. Like, you have all these opportunities, all these pieces, and then it all comes crumbling down. Like, he literally took a trip to Japan instead of going to training camp. That's when I knew. Oh, he wants to get out. He wants out. Like, it's a complete disaster. The Jets are probably going to go 7-10 again, and Sal and Joe Douglas are probably going to be updating their LinkedIn profiles immediately. Like, it's gonna be ugly.
Which, if they are, when you do that, connect with us on LinkedIn, Curious Sports Pulse. I must say, I love, Jordan, how you started. I handed it over to you like news anchor style. You started very official, and it very quickly, the words clown show were very soon after uttered. So I appreciate that.
It's the whole damn circus.
I appreciate that side of you, Jordan. Hashtag consistency. Go ahead, Joe. Well,
in standard front office protocol, let's just let's look at what's going on with Brandon Ayuk real quick. What's one of the 2 reasons Ayuk is still in San Francisco? One, you have to find out if the team's willing to give San Francisco what they want. But 2, you have to give him a contract. And why is he not anywhere else? Because they can't satisfy both, right? So my thought is, where was Joe Douglas on this, mind frame as to how this works in the front office and players when Haason Reddick came up in their office and said, "Oh yeah, this is great. We need him. Bryce is gone. Like, we should do this." Where was that thought process before they gave up what could have been a very useful pick for Aaron Rodgers? Where was that thought process before sealing the deal on this? How do you make a trade for a player that's wanting to be traded because he wants money without securing the fact that he wanted that money? How does that happen?
Also, Joe, they literally brought in, like, the Eagles brought in Bryce Huff to replace Reddick. So they sent Reddick to the Jets. Who is it that got Bryce Huff from?
Yeah, that matters.
Jets?
Yeah, well, that's
Like,
kind of funny. Strange coincidence, but that matters less than even sealing this deal without having that ironed out first.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not iron that out first before you say yes to this trade? That's GM malpractice.
Well, I believe the term you used was mind frame or state or frame of mind. Jordan, can you give us an update on what's legal in that state so we can maybe have a clue?
No. Joe Douglas were probably smoking some of that funky stuff.
Oh.
With one of them.
Straight ayahuasca from.
Exactly. Like one of the Johnson & Johnsons. With Johnson, he was like, you know what? Gotta get my boy Haason Reddick. Haason Reddick. And we was like, well, wait, does he want a deal? And I think it was him and Sal. Sal was looking at Joe. He's like, wait, he wants a contract extension, and then we'll work out, bro. Joe was like, we'll work it out, bro. We're gonna work that out. We're gonna work that out, bro. We're gonna bring him in, get him to training camp, and we're gonna work it out, bro. They brought him in.
Work it out.
Joe was sobered up, and he's like, oh god, I think the through, bro. I think the through.
So that's what happened. Okay. Jordan with the latest. We have a comment from our good friend. Too much NFL for me today. I am leaving. Oh no, stay. See you next time when you don't talk so much NFL. We are doing exclusively NFL content henceforth now, so appreciate the feedback. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have today for today. We're gonna do AFC North breakdown tonight at 9:30 Eastern. Run a nice tidy ship over here. No earmuffs show. Mr. Jordan, go ahead, plug what you need to plug. Let's get on out of here. Mr. Jordan, you first, please.
You can check my right until Pet Sports. All that fantasy stuff and all that stuff. But also, you can check me out at Scoutcasting Up with Iraq. And also, you can check me out Curious Sports Pulse with Senor Gabriel. Very soon. Not this upcoming week. I'll be busy with work, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. You can also check out my social media, JSON6898 at Twitter and Instagram. Check me out on TikTok too, JSON79. I'm going to try and get some I'm probably brainstorming my TikToks during the NFL season. It's always fun to do those TikToks in the NFL season. That's how you get the views. And yeah, can't wait for the AFC North. It's like the AFC South is a war zone right now. It's gonna be a war zone. The AFC North, it's gonna be like Game of Thrones season 1 through 4. They're plotting. They're trying to kill each other. It's gonna be a great time.
How soon do people have to look at your TikTok so that you can get those views, Jordan? Or otherwise, what might happen?
Probably next year before the U.S. government decides to crack down on it, make sure that their
okay.
somewhat Chinese propaganda doesn't come out and be like, propaganda, you're banned.
That's what it is. Oh, I'm gonna put you on the spot,
Yo,
Jordan.
man.
Remember how we had the plan for Jordan Unhinged?
Yes, it's that, and also a show that I've been wanting to do in my head, but like I'll probably talk to you and Joe about like after.
Let's set a date because we had August 1st as our date for Jordan Unhinged. Let's set a date of September 1st for Jordan Unhinged, the debut.
Wow.
How's that look? I'm putting you on the spot. I'm fully. Oh wait,
yeah.
no, that's right
September
after September 2nd. September 2nd. My bad. I forgot.
September 1st. September 1st.
September 1st. Okay. So September 1st, the debut of Jordan Unhinged coming to you. If you like Jordan now, you'll hate him later. Joe, plug what you need to plug, and let's get out of here.
Yeah, you can find my musings and thoughts on anything sports, entertainment, Java Show Sports on the X. Link to my writing profile is there as well. We're working on a story Bible for a sci-fi story that should be posted there within the next we'll say 10 weeks. It'll be tightened up by then. We're using it for a master's course, so we're just gonna iron out all those details. Feel great about it. We'll see it on there in 10 weeks. My thought of the day today is something I've thought about before, especially after the Nuggets won the championship. Just how much and how ready Jokic is to leave the country. This man just wants to go home at all times, brother. Let me tell you, he is the epitome of a 9-to-5 basketball player. That man, as soon as the basketball is over, get me back to my country, get me back to my horses.
Nah.
Don't call me, don't text me, don't bother me. And I just say this because I saw clips on the kind of like the welcome home for the Serbians. And you could just see how much happier he is in his home country than he is.
He loves the Serbian countrymen.
Let's give our international folks a break when they're here. Like they're here for work and stuff, but they just want to go home, brother. And I you know what?
True.
I mess with that energy. I really do.
Most relatable moment of the day. Appreciate you both. See you later.